My name is Jeff. They call me the Duke. I work here at the Bristol Marine Machine Shop, welding shop. My journey started when I was small, welding and fabricating. Started with my old man, probably aggravating him most of the time. You know, chasing him around and taking stuff apart when I wasn't supposed to put it apart. With patience, he kind of got me on course. And then, you know, as I got older, I went to Diamond Regional, starting, I guess you can call it, really refining my passion, which is welding and fabricating. From there, I joined the Navy, ended up in Japan on an aircraft carrier for a long time. I did 4 years active duty, 2 tours in the Persian Gulf. When I got out of the Navy, I was only 24, 25 years old, so I said there's no sense in running back here. So I stayed there, really refining my welding, fabricating, and mechanical skills working for the Navy as a civilian contractor, which I did for probably 12 more years after I got out of the Navy. So I was in Japan for probably close to 15 years, I would say. And my wife's Japanese, and I can speak fluent Japanese. So ultimately, when I returned from Japan after being over there for 14 years, doing something similar to what I'm doing now, where you're looking for practicality, strength, and ultimately that bling that you're looking for in the marine industry for 90% of the work that we do, building towers, T-tops, rails, or, you know, ultimately polished stainless steel stuff that might be deckside on these nice sailboats, you know, doing anchor shoots, you know, stanchion repairs for stuff that was built, you know, overseas and whatnot. I transferred the skills that I gained over all the years, working as a small kid into, you know, Diamond into the Navy, and just kind of transferred and honed them in more to be more case sensitive to what we do here at Bristol Marine, which is where all my passion, you know, really lays into doing what I do. Building stuff that sometimes doesn't exist, and it's required me to work closely with, you know, my foreman, Jeff, and or an engineer, and do some really awesome stuff, like the latest project building mechanical boom, like a davit system integrated into a boom. Once again, it didn't exist. It's the only one like that in the world now that we had engineered, and all the building and the design work came directly from this area here, from this head right here, believe it or not. And that was pretty awesome. And then ultimately, you know, coming up with awesome schemes to work for, you know, some kind of a situation that's needed for either, you know, if it's an express boat, some kind of a, you know, high output fishing boat, or just a sailing vessel that needs something that doesn't exist. That's they come here, and that's ultimately what we do here. So my latest project right here is for a 70-foot azimuth. It's going to be a mechanically fixed radar dome adapter plate that I'm making here, and this is going to go ahead and attach mechanically to an existing arch that's on the boat. You really can't see it here in the shot, but there's a lot of angles that I'm working with to keep this thing at a specific angle that we need to maintain for the dome to be, you know, correctly mounted. Where one, it'll function correctly, but it'll look right at the same time. So there's two things there you have to kind of balance off. Yesterday I made this little boom toggle. It's not the biggest job in the world, but there was a lot of, you know, it's just a nice piece of equipment here, polished stainless steel boom toggle for a smaller sailboat, which it was all banged up when it came in, and actually one of the ears was ripped off, so I just kind of remade that whole bottom boom toggle hasp. At the far end of the bench over here is for an autopilot bracket for a sailboat that I made off of print. That's all out of some heavy plate